Scott, good to see you.
And you.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you for taking the effort to drive the many miles it takes to get to Lightning Ridge.
Oh, I love coming here.
I know you do.
I love coming. This is the second time I've been here in 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah,
so there you go.
we've got you booked in for Easter too. So.
Beautiful. I look forward to that. Beautiful. Big move for you though, from Muswellbrook to Lightning Ridge. Talk me through that quick 500 kilometres.
Yes, yeah, I'm glad you've counted. I know it's 6 hours in the car. But yeah, look, Muswellbrook, we'd achieved nearly everything at Muswellbrook.
Yes.
You know, we'd got the club back on its feet, we'd built the cinema, we'd renovated, 2/3 of the place,
Yeah.
bought a hotel, set up the accommodation services.
Beautiful cocktail bar.
Yes, very nice cocktail
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
And so, you know, getting bored. Yeah,
Lack of challenge.
yeah, that's right, yeah, because you know, I wasn't having enough things to take up my time with being on the council, being the chairman of the Conservatorium of Music and on the board of a private school, so I'd come to Lightning Ridge and make life a whole bunch easier for myself.
Sure. Well, the first time I was over here, it was 53 degrees out in
Yes.
front of the club. So how is that going? How's the heat going?
Well, you'd be pleased to know some of the stuff I've done since I've got here is replace a few air
Air
conditioners.
conditioners. Funny that.
So they
Funny that.
just replaced 2 of them when I got here. We replaced another 2. We've got 2 more to go, and then it'll all be. I mean, it's beautiful and cool now, but
Yes, beautiful.
the air conditioning will be perfect, and the beer is also very cold because we've
Yes.
upgraded the cool room and all the generators and evaporators and all the stuff and compressors that are associated with making sure you're having pristine cold beer.
Beautiful. And I noticed when I walked in that the foyer's changed. Well, the foyer's
Well,
not there, really, quite frankly.
Well, no, the foyer's there. We've just hidden it from you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so we've relocated the foyer temporarily. So we're in a 7-month refurbishment program. Now, the bones of this club are brilliant. You know, so the '93 build that they did here, you know, was very structurally very sound. They clearly thought about the future.
Yep.
But you know, a lot of things have changed since 1993, and it's time to bring the old girl back up to speed. And so we're starting in the foyer. Sadly, part of the biggest issues we've had to face here is making the building fire compliant. So the biggest part of our reno right now is creating fire compartments, upgrading fire escapes, putting in smoke detection, emergency lighting, all very unsexy, but also refurbing the foyer.
So very necessary. That's good.
Yeah,
We're happy about that.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be doing it.
Yeah, good.
But you often don't see where you spend the money
Sure,
there. But let's just get on and do the rest of the building.
Yeah.
And so we've redone the foyer. The cafe will get relocated. New entrance to our gaming rooms, and beautiful new bathrooms that are coming. And yeah, that'll be open about June.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that's very exciting. Then we finish off out in our old beer garden and bottle shop, one of the fire compartments we have to create,
Yeah.
and that'll be open mid-August. So we're just relocating the bottle shop for 3.5 months into the beer garden,
Yeah.
and so we've got a 20-foot and a 40-foot shipping container out there that are refrigerated, so the beer's cold, doesn't matter where you buy it,
Yeah.
and it's all very exciting.
Beautiful. Because this is the main entertainment hub of Lightning Ridge.
Yes.
This is the best place, almost the only place to eat, but the best place to eat.
Certainly, unless you like Italian food, in which case,
Yes.
cruel for choice.
Yeah. But you're setting up a brewery.
Yes,
That's exciting.
that is exciting. So part of the master plan of the redevelopment, and as you know, clubs have got to diversify.
Yes.
The gaming dollar is coming to an end as the current generation of gamers retire. They're not being replaced by the younger generations.
Absolutely.
So clubs have really got to start that diversification program early, so that they've got their alternate income streams up and running. Now, this club historically has been very good in that space. It has a 43-room motel, and it also has a bottle shop. But the brewery is the next big initiative. Now, Lightning Ridge is a tourist town. And we have a beer garden that is quite underutilised. It's almost 800 square metres of space. It's got sweeping 6.5 metre curved ceiling. That's quite a nice architectural feature of the club, and so we'll feature that as part of the brewery. And we're really making it a tourist destination. So when you come to Lightning Ridge right now, you do one of 4 things. You go to the Bore Bars or the Artesian Springs.
Which I did last night.
Yes,
Fantastic.
I can see the benefit.
Oh, God, I look 10 years younger. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
And 10 calories lighter.
No wonder I keep coming back.
So the John Murray Gallery, we've got some lovely John Murray
Yeah, he's
artwork behind us here.
fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
So you come into the club and you'll see basically a John Murray gallery. We've got
Yeah.
probably about 30 of his works here.
And we'll go for a walk and have a look at that because I love that art, as you know.
Excellent. So you'll go down one of the walk-in mines, and there's a spectacular attraction in town called the Chamber of the Black Hand, which has got
I
a
love
very
this one,
evocative
yes.
title. And we want the brewery to be the fifth thing. So we're going to brew our own beers. John Murray is going to design the first 8 beer labels for us, which is very exciting.
Very exciting.
Now we've already got the DA for this, and we've put in a grant application under the Building Better Regions Fund,
Yes.
and we'll find out about that in June if we get it. And so we've asked the government for half the money to build it, and that's a $6 million project. So the government, if they come up with the money, will give us 3, and we'll get on with it this year. So it'll be open sometime in 2022.
Yeah.
If we don't, I have to pay off what I'm doing now, which
Sure.
is $4 million.
Yeah.
And once we've paid that off, we'll jump into the brewery. So with a bit of good fortune, we'll have the brewery open in a little over 12 months. If we have to do it the hard way, it'll probably be 3 or 4 years.
Oh, well, I look forward to seeing that. That'd be fantastic.
So will I.
And this beautiful mural, how sensational
Yeah.
is this? You've got to love John Murray if you ever come to Lightning Ridge, because I love his emus.
Yes.
Just gorgeous.
Well, the great thing about John Murray is he gets the colour and the light right. That's really what it looks like. And what he does with the animals, which I think is fabulous, he takes all of our quirky human characteristics
Yes.
and he gives them to the emu, the kangaroo, the flying pig. There's a lot, and it's just, but people look at it and think it's a little bit cartoony, but when there's some quite evocative signs of what has happened in the outback. It's of his work and what has been and what could be. I love his stuff.
Yeah, I follow him on Facebook. I've been seeing in COVID where he was going down to Melbourne and doing the murals.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he's all over the
Beautiful.
place. He's done quite a few of the silos, and so his work is right throughout Lightning Ridge, but also right throughout the region. So you'll see it in Brewarrina, Collarenebri, Canamble, Carlargonbone. So yeah, no, he's Eddie everywhere.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Well, we might have a look around the club. I'll particularly have a look at some of his art and see what you're doing.
Sure.
That'd be great.
All right, we're standing in front of a piece of artwork done by John Murray, our local artist. He's a bit like the Pro Heart of Lightning Ridge. Now, on here we have the caricatured cockatoo, and Peter Williams, who founded our $35,000 annual bowls tournament, the Black Oval Classic.
Yes.
He passed away a few years ago, and so every year John creates a piece of art. And so this is his tribute to Peter Williams and the Black Oval Classic. And every year when you come and play in the Classic, you get a polo shirt and you have the image on it. So a very fitting tribute to Peter Williams, a significant member of the club and driver of the Black Oval Classic, and clearly quite an avid Rabbitoh supporter.
Fantastic for Peter's family, isn't it? Just beautiful. I just love it. So every time I come here, I stay at the Wollongullah Hotel, which is your hotel.
That's
correct?
right.
That's right.
43
Best-
rooms.
Best hotel in Lightning Ridge.
Now, this is the artwork created for the 2019 Black Oval Classic.
Yep.
And the lady in pink in the left, apart from also being Debbie, but featured in the painting, is our rooms manager, our motel
Carol.
manager, Carol, who's
Fantastic.
been with us for close to 20 years. And the gentleman on the left, Tomo, has been attending the Black Oval Classic every year since it was founded. And so, the 2019 painting features Tomo and Carol as cockatoos. So fabulous effort there. Now, sadly, because of COVID, we didn't get to run the 2020
Yes.
Black Oval Classic. But we still did have the artwork created, and we've got a couple of historic club directors here. We've got Ray Brown, known as Browning, always drinking the Hahn Premium Light. Now, Ray, a foundation director, so he was on the first board in 1967. He left the board, worked as the assistant manager, was the general manager of the club, and then when he retired, came back onto the board. And Phil, who's one of our Aboriginal board members, so we've got three Indigenous members of the board. We call him the Black President. Lovely bloke. So we've got Brownie and Phil with their favourite tipple in front of them, the Hahn Premium Light and the Tui's New, That was going to be the artwork for the 2020 Black Oval Classic, and we're about to give John the brief for the 2021 Classic, and that artwork I'll get to see in June, and it'll get released in October during the Classic, and all of the players will get the current year's image on their shirts, and it becomes the uniform for all the staff.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a great little initiative brought about by my predecessor, Scott Franklin.
No, absolutely fantastic, and so respectful and just so thoughtful. It's just unbelievable. I love it, love it.
Okay.
All right, so this is what was the beer garden. As you can see, it's just a massive big shed at the moment.
That's right. Well, it's going to have a lot of beer in here. Those two shipping containers are both refrigerated, and when we shut the bottle shop as part of the renovations to fix up the fire compartment, they will be filled up with beer. So it's going to be a beer garden in a more classic sense of the word, or specific. What's it? Literal is the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
And this beautiful ceiling. Talk me through this ceiling.
Yeah, well, I mean, at its highest point of about 6.5 metres, which is amazing. So you get this incredible feeling of space when you walk in here. We're probably not doing it justice because we've got it so full of stuff right now as part of our other renovation. But yeah, the entrance will be over here. You'll enter out of the main part of the car park. You'll come through the visitor information section, come through the doors, and then you'll see brewing kettles here that'll be 5-6 metres high. All the gantries that will allow the master brewer and his apprentices to do their works. 5-metre fountain or waterfall over this way.
5-metre waterfall.
Waterfall.
Fantastic.
Yes. And we'll have indigenous artwork mosaic onto the floor leading to the waterfall with the Aboriginal totem of this area, which is the long-nosed turtle.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be able to put a couple of real long-nosed turtles in the pond. So that'll be cool.
That's very cool.
Where we're standing now is roughly where we're going to be building the keg sanitisation and cannery line, bar, kitchen, bathrooms. We'll have about 160 seats inside and about another 40 outside. Yeah, we're really excited about that, and hopefully if the gods are kind to us, we'll be building in October.
Fantastic. So this is the original foyer that I remember coming into so many years ago.
And it will be back shortly.
Beautiful. So what's happening here?
Well, we're airlocking the front. You've already alluded to the 53-degree heat.
Yep.
So that's something we want to manage. Opening up our entrance to the gaming room was 1/3 of that size. It was like walking down a hidden cave. Literally was a cave. It was decked out like a mine. Relocated the coffee shop into this space.
Beautiful.
Which is great. And foyer is going in, the reception desk is going in the middle of the foyer. And over to the right of the staircase leading up to our function rooms, we're putting a lift in, which makes our function space now accessible to everybody. So that's pretty exciting, very popular with the members. And right above us here, we've got this, looking spectacular now, but this will be copper-lined, LED fed feature lighting. And so really looking forward to seeing that up and running. We've got a 9-screen TV wall going in, so that'll be a fairly impressive entrance. And some of the magnificent John Murray artwork, which I showed you earlier, will be featured in the foyer. We've got a triptych of his, which is really evocative of the storms and the feeling of the outback, which is we're the gateway to.
Sure. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, and the newest, sexiest bathrooms you've ever seen in your life.
Good stuff. That's what I like to hear.
Yes, can't beat a good
Women
bathroom.
want to see good bathrooms.
Well, so the ladies' bathrooms will have, they're basically en suites. So you get your own hair dryer, your own hand dryer, your own basin, your own everything. Not in a partitioned cubicle. You're actually in a room, and the one shared basin is surrounded by mirrors and lights. It's got a marble finish. You'll think you're in a 5-star hotel in the heart of the city, but you won't be. You'll be in the gateway to the outback, Lightning Ridge Bowling Club.
Beautiful. Good to see. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Well,
Make sure we invite you to the opening.
Is there any doubt?
Yes.
Is there any doubt? I was at the opening of the cocktail bar.
Yes, you were. In fact, you were at the closing of it that night too, if I remember rightly.
Hey, I wasn't. I was home early. I promise. It was a great night. That
It was a good night.
And I've got to ask: are you going to perform at the opening?
We haven't got. I
I
wasn't
do
going
recall
to
that.
perform the opening in the last one.
So you ended up performing.
Yeah, no, I did. So yeah, probably is the answer is yes, but officially no.
Yeah, so I look forward to seeing you.
I did play on the stage at this club
Good.
in about 1988.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I have been here before on the stage and been heckled from the audience. No, they said, like that scene from the Blues Brothers, I was waiting to see when they were going to drop the chicken wire so I could.
So because you didn't get invited back,
Yes,
you
yeah, I got a job.
back just to get back on
Yeah,
stage.
just so I could play here again.
That's
That's
commitment.
kind of guy. Attention to detail, you don't get it anywhere else.
Fantastic, good stuff. I look forward to being at the opening.
Thanks, Steph.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well,
Right, so two beautiful bowling greens.
Yes,
Really
yeah.
nice, really nice. How many people when the Opal Classic starts? How many?
120 people will be on the two greens we've got here.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
And yeah, this one is looking magnificent right now and it almost looks synthetic.
Really good.
But we've had so much rain out here, which is not a problem Lightning Ridge has had for a long, long time. And so my poor greenkeeper hasn't been able to get on to mow it. He'll get a chance to do it today. And because it's got so high, we'll have to have 3 or 4 cuts of it before we can bring it back to playing condition. But it's in really good nick. The surrounds are in great nick. I spent a lot of time and effort balancing it all up and making it level. The bowlers are rated very highly.
Yeah.
Even though we're in the middle of a drought, in the middle of the outback, we've got fortunate enough to have a spectacular bowling green. And
What month's the Classic on?
October.
Okay.
So it's just starting to get nice and warm.
Beautiful. Restrictions will be lifted by then. It'll be fantastic.
Yes, I do hope
I'm sure everyone will be very excited with that.
Yeah, indeed.
Beautiful.
And we have a synthetic green so that we've got an all-weather option.
Yep.
Currently got a grant application in to put a cover on that because it's just not playable in the summer months.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it's allows us when the green's under repair, which can be 2 months a year, so that we can keep bowls going right throughout the year, so no break.
Beautiful. So this is a
Plastic.
Let's try again.
Synthetic.
Synthetic green.
Leave that in.
All right, let's leave it in. All right, let's leave that in. We're going to put a cover over this one. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Look, I mean, 50 degrees. It's probably going to be emanating or generating, 60 plus degrees if you're out here playing. So it's just not possible to be on here in summer.
It's 29 now, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's beautiful though. Beautiful.
Yes. No, we're into autumn now. It'll be, won't get above 35 out here now.
Yeah, cool.
But, so very pleasant. But
All right, beautiful.
yeah, so we're going to put a couple of bowls down. Well, you're going to put a couple of bowls down under Webby.
Are you a bowler?
I've asked them whether I'm allowed to do it overarm, and they've told me that's not allowable. So I'm yeah,
right.
I've got to at some point. My father was a mad bowler, and I've still got his old bowls. And back in the old days, so that they could tell who owned what bowl when it got up to the head of the jack, you had a symbol on every bowl. Now they just put stickers on, but back in the bad old days, you actually had your own symbol. And so I was destined to come here because my dad's symbol was a lightning strike. So
There you go. That's cool.
yeah, it is a nice story.
It's a nice story. Scott, thank you so much for the tour. Really looking forward to the opening.
It's been a pleasure having you. I'm
Look
looking
forward to
forward
seeing you
to
soon.
see you can sink our first schooner from
Oh
the
yeah,
new
no, I'm
brewery.
going to practice. I'll
Oh,
be back
yeah.
at the opening. I'm going to practice.
All right. You're
Opal
probably not
Classic,
quite.
here I
I
come.
was going to say you're not quite ready for the classic yet. I'm sorry.
Want to bet?
See you at the bar.
All right, see you then.